Air conditioning 2017 Honda Accord. Now this is one of those Hondas that have the extended warranty because they have a problem with leaks on the condenser. Now I'm unable to find a leak or even any visible evidence, even using bubbles, leak detector, UV dye. I cannot find any evidence of a leak on this car. It came into the shop and the only word was AC's not working. That is it. Now what I first noticed when I went to pop the hood was the excessive amount of orange peel in this top plate. I'm going, body shop, and somebody who's not good at painting, because the camera's not picking it up. But I want to peel that like an orange you need it. It's so ripply and roughly compared to the rest of the car. Not only that, you see the dust everywhere. Everything is dusty. But what do you see is shiny? All these clips that hold this panel on have all been replaced with brand new clips. Absolutely no dust on them at all. And there is evidence of a tool being forced into them to pop them open and open them before. I had the shop contact the owner. The owner said it's never been in a body shop. Nobody ever worked on the air conditioning. Now, here's another thing. This is a YF car, and both the caps were missing. The high side and low side were missing. And when I hooked my gauges up to it, my gauges were at 0. When I hooked my gauges up to this car, it went to -8 vacuum. Like somebody had the recovery unit on this and they recovered the refrigerant out on it, and it was still under a vacuum when I hooked up my gauges. So there's definitely, the whole story isn't be true. There's some deceitfulness and some not truthfulness going on here, because the customer stated that they are the original owner of this vehicle. So there's some bullshit going on, and I guess somebody tried to do something, it wasn't working. They're trying to find out something about the warranty. Maybe they had a friend or a shop work on it and they couldn't get it to work. Something happened. But I have it full now and I'm testing it. It's not working right. So let me open it back up. Right now I have it on defrost. I'm trying to get heat inside, and I have it cranked out full hot. I would think, well, when I have it under air conditioning, I can get this down into the 30s. It's only coming out 54 degrees out of the dash, and it's 50 degrees outside. Well, now it says it's 54 because probably the air is blowing, but when I first started up the car, it was only 50 degrees, and this 54 degrees must be the rotating air coming out from the engine compartment. But still, almost nothing is happening out the dash. It took a long time for this to drop down below, I think it was like 56, 58. Now I want to hook up my scanner, but that's getting into electrical, like drivability. That's at a different labor rate. Instead of my regular mechanical labor rate of $173 an hour, when I go into electrical, it's $193 an hour. And I usually don't do it unless there's a 2-hour minimum, even if it's simple. I usually if it's been to a dealer 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then it went to an air conditioning shop or went to a mechanical shop, when somebody has a history of several different shops doing multiple repair temps and it's electrical, and then it comes to me, I know it's going to be really screwed up when somebody else already screwed up and they're lying about it and people were back probing. So I always do a 2 or 3 hour minimum electrical at $193. Otherwise, don't even talk to me. Go away and go to keep having somebody replace parts. If you've already been to 2 or 3 places, including the dealer, and they've done nothing but replace parts, probe things, and can't find a problem, you always charge 2 or 3 hours minimum, or you don't even look at it. Just send it away. You got to know when to fire your customers, and you got to know when something's going to be a headache. And there's a story here that is not being told truthfully about this not being worked on. When you have 2 caps missing, you have brand new clips on here, you have a part that's super orange peely looking, and they say they're their original owner. So that might be all about this, unless they get approval, because this shop I'm working at is a good shop, and they have the factory Honda scanner, they have the factory Nissan scanner, they have the factory Toyota scanner. Can't even remember if they have the Infinity, yeah, Nissan and I don't know if they have Ford and GM factory, and then they have the general scanners. So this is no smut of a mechanical shop. These guys have their shit. They're not afraid to spend money on equipment to diagnose the customer's car. So we'll see if there's a second video that comes up on this, and if they can't drive the compressor full displacement, because this is a variable displacement, then maybe I'll come down and do this. But I'm trying to find out why the customer said nobody ever worked on this and there was never any front end accident or work done, when something's obvious somebody worked in here. Alright guys, let's see if this comes back and I get more work on it that gets approved. But something's funny about this one.